Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to another session of Memoir Mentors. We're going to talk today about journals and planning for a new year. I don't know if you're a journal junkie and planning freak like I am, and I realize that both those terms may have a bit of a negative connotation, but I guess it's time that I own up to these labels and maybe look for a 12-step program. But what can I say? I am what I am, but that's not all that I am. I think I developed my journal habits by being a touchy feely person. When I go to a department store, I have to touch things, I have to pick them up. And now that you know that about me, you may understand why I get excited by the touch and feel of a new journal or a new planner or a really good pen. When I was actively involved in my business career, I must have tried out every new planning system that came out. And of course, I tried to stay on top of all the business development trends and books and all those finally get rich schemes. They never worked, but maybe I just wasn't meant to get rich. And they did work in terms of teaching me new ideas and processes. My pilot husband has told me often that if he didn't learn something new every time he flew, it was time to retire. So instead of giving myself the negative label of journal junkie and planning freak, I think I prefer to attach the label of lifelong learner. When I get a new planner or a journal for the year, I'm setting an intention for learning something new about myself or about the world around me, even learning new technology or new processes, whatever will help me to be better at what I do or to be of more service to others. And now I have to show you my new journals and planners for the year. This is, I think, what everyone should consider doing every day, and that is starting the day with gratitude. Just list all the things you're grateful for every day, and it seems to just really set a good tone for the day and for the year if you continue that process, that practice every day. So gratitude journal. And I love to shop for beautiful bound books. And I found this online, and I have a lap desk, a small lap desk that I journal on every morning. And it has the same design as this. So I think it's a fairly uh, famous design. It's um, it's called it's a Van Gogh branch of an almond tree in blossom. So I just really like that. Haven't started writing in it yet, but may. And one of the reasons I haven't started writing in it is because my stepdaughter gave me this for Christmas. And it is a leather journal with leather tie straps. And I believe it also may be a Van Gogh. Starry Starry Night. Who did that? I don't remember. Some famous artist, but you'll recognize the painting, I'm sure, and it just has such a wonderful feel to it. It's just very textured and just feels substantial. So, substantial thoughts and things should go in here, I'm sure. So, haven't started that either. And I have another one that I use every day as a diary. It's called Do All Things with Love, and I really love that journal. It has a to-do list on one side, and it has a big square for you to write down what your intentions are for the day, or at the end of the day, what you managed to accomplish or just random thoughts. And this is one that I found at Aldi's this week. And because I'm trying to take better care of myself, nutrition wise, health wise, this is a wellness planner. And I really, really like it. I like the art that's inside. Um, it's like these two pages here. They're just so cool. Just makes you want to be really artistic and write in them in these blocks and these squares with really good handwriting. I have only just begun to work in this. Um, this page here is Dream Big, Set Goals, Take Action. And under hopes and dreams, I did manage to write travel to Europe, RV trips, a trip to South Padre to see my friend Chris, who stays for the winter down there. So I've got to start on it. I just need to set aside more time to do this journaling. But once again, the tactile, the feel of the journals, the look of the journals, the art, just really, really makes my heart sing. My planning this year is going to have to be it's going to be really crucial because in 2 weeks my life is changing dramatically, at least for the short term. I'm having surgery on my right hand. It's called a trapeziectomy, I think. They have to remove the trapezius joint here at the base of my thumb, and they're going to reroute some tendons and bring it back here so that I can have a hand that will work. Right now, it's not working. It is, I can't grasp things. I drop things a lot. I'm in constant pain. So I hope that the pain I'm going to have to go through for the surgery is going to be uh, worth it in terms of reducing overall pain down the road. So, but in the meantime, um, I've got to plan for being incapacitated and in a sling for 2 to 4 weeks. That includes not being able to drive, not being able to type, not being able to journal, which is really, really bumming me out. So, I've had to have a few come to Jesus talks with myself about trusting the surgeon, number one, trusting and relying on my husband to be my right hand for a while, and giving myself permission to take it easy, to read, to meditate, and just try to be present. So that's what I'm planning for right now. I do have to confess, though, that I'm hedging my bets because I'm practicing eating with my left hand, working on my computer mouse, using my mouse with my left hand, and even exploring whether I can learn to use the microphone and a new dictation feature in Microsoft Word. Plus, instead of typing on my phone with my hand, I'm going to have to really get in the habit of using the microphone, or I'm going to be totally isolated, not able to send texts and receive texts from friends. So it's really going to be a good idea for me to get more adept at using my microphone. I don't like that, but I'm gonna try. Today I intended to leave you to urge you all to leave a record of your journaling and the beginning of the year planning processes for your family. But I think the real story here, at least for me, is to be sure you leave your family a record of ways that you coped with lifestyle changes or health challenges. I think that's going to be much more valuable to them than learning how much you loved opening a new planner or a journal in January. Just saying. Maybe next week I'll be able to talk to you about how all my left hand experiments are going. That could be interesting, or at least good material for a humor blog. So until then, I will see you next time. Have a great weekend and a really good next week. Bye bye.